Broom. A little broom that's going to go in there. Michael. He's spent enough time in a craft stores, you can find shit.
At the miniature broom.
Yes. Miniature cleaning store. So, for me, when I saw it, it was about, what do we have to clean up? What do we sweep away? So that will be one of the things that will go into the despacho when we place it in. So really, maybe we'll get some awarenesses during the quick little journey that we'll do of, what are those things that we need to just. Well, I've always worked with the equinox and the solstices, like that of a gardener. So, but you can look at it through cleaning. What do? You do spring cleaning, right? Go in, clean house, get rid of the cobwebs, clean the windows so that you can see with new clarity. The windows kind of being dirty are kind of nice in the winter because it helps you feel even more cocoon. That, it helps you block it out, the outer world, so you can go internal, and from the outer world being able to see you. So, we're in this place now, clearing out, sprucing up, getting our garden, that is us, ready for the planting of our seeds. We really, and now is just such an imperative time on the planet of how are we going to clean up ourselves so that we can show up. So we can show up in the world in the highest version of ourselves. Because what Spirit sharing right now is it is imperative to really begin to show up. To show up to life, to be able to say yes. To show up to life of the sacred intuition. How do you live in that flow? How are you in flow with the universe so that you know that you are on track with your life purpose? And not that there's any one life purpose, but in this moment, how can we keep showing up as the best version of ourselves? And for me, it's been a rough year to start with. It's been highly emotional. A lot of things coming up. I'm very tired all the time. I wake up tired. I am exhausted before I even get up because I know too that I've been working a lot during the sleep. There's just a lot going on right now, and we're processing a lot and we're filtering a lot. I kind of shared the ancestor altar with that group, but I had put my ancestor altar outside a while back, almost a year ago. Because a lot of crazy shit started happening in my life. So Linda's like, I really think you need to put it outside. They're running through you. It's these patterns. And even my therapist that I go to with the somatic therapies, and these aren't your voices. The things that you keep telling me, I'm telling you, they're not your voices. They're the voices of your ancestors. There's the voices of your past lives. Because that's why you know that they're not valid, and that's why you feel insane, because you don't understand why they will go away. He's like, these aren't yours. So when Linda had told me to put it outside, I did. But it was winter too, so it wasn't like I was going to go around and visit them a lot. It was fucking cold. Sitting out there and going, being with my ancestors outside in the winter. So anyway, after the class, I was like, okay, I'm going to bring them in. I'll just create more stronger boundaries, very strong boundaries, and so that they're very clear and they can only, and my lineage through this work, I had to make sure was outside. Because a lot of things came up that I realized, not from my Peruvian lineage line, ancestral line, but from my Dakota line that really needs to be cleared for my health, for my well-being. So that went outside. And But the first night that I set it up, it's beautiful. I love it. I can send pictures. I think it's gorgeous. And at night, I had a dream of my aunt. One of my aunts had just passed away last year, and she killed herself. And my uncle Tony, who was the quietest man you'd ever had, just the quietest man. So they were at his house at the end of the street, and I go up there with Johanna, and it was this whole thing. But my aunt was there, and it didn't hit me until after when I was sharing the story with someone because of how she tried to kill herself when they came and got her. It was all the pills were eating away at her intestines, so they had her cut open and had to keep trying to clear out. So like literally when I went to go see her, I mean, while we were in the room, like her stomach was open, so they keep going in and clearing out more intestine. Now my aunt was very, 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 very obese when we were young, and then she went on weight watchers, and then she went and got the surgery. So she wasn't as big at her passing, but in the dream, I remember thinking, "Oh my God!" I looked over and her stomach was like hanging out of her shirt, and I was like, first off, Emma was so big, she would never done that. So I'm like, why is her stomach visible? And she was so bloated. And then it hit me afterwards. I remembered being in the hospital room because I was more focused on she was on 35 fucking machines, and my cousins would not let her go. Like, because they're like, but she's still living at 30. So, like, you understand, if I come down to the hospital room, my intention is not for Aunt to walk out of that hospital. Like, my intention is for her healing, and that may probably be death. Like, so you have to be very, very understanding of that and very clear on that. If you guys don't want me to go down, I will. I can do whatever work I want from where I'm at. But I'd like to say my name. So when I woke up in the dream, like it woke me up in the middle of the night. I'm like, oh my God, who are they looking for me again? Like, what the fuck? I just got it off. Like, I had to take it out, put it back outside. Like, it was this whole thing. At me up and down. I'm like, my God, like for real, like it felt so good. Like it didn't feel that way. And one of the things we were talking about in the class is one of the things beyond our ancestors, another thing that holds extreme power. And then my hit was no, it was there to show you that you have to help and bring it to the table to all these ancestors on this table. That religion has to be the power of religion over your family needs to start to heal and be dissolved. My aunt was the biggest sissy in the world. I can say that because I'm only sit right now. She didn't like pain. She did not like anything. She didn't smoke. She didn't drink because she didn't want to be disoriented. She never wanted to be disoriented. Never did a drug. The rest of her siblings all were alcoholics and drug addicts. She did not touch anything because of being scared. She didn't do things because of being scared. She didn't even really drink anything because of being scared. So then I got a call that Emma might kill herself, especially through pills. I was like, oh my God, she had to have been in so much pain for her to do that. And then because Emma is a scared cat, once everything started kicking in, she called the ambulance. And I think it was just more that they would put her out of pain, where my cousins took that as now she was trying to say she wanted to live. I'm like, no, Emma made the most conscious decision that went against everything in her fiber. Like, no, that was her wishes. She just got scared because that's Emma when she started to get disoriented, when she started, her intention was she wanted to die. Because for her to do that, she wanted it out. And it's always like, because my cousin she found in the house. Yes. And it was just a very like it was anyway. At the funeral, she starts like when I went up to her, she was freaking out to me going, she's like, oh my God, Candy, Joey's not in heaven. I'm like, oh, why is he coming home? Because he killed himself. I said, that's not real. And there was this woman next to her, Bible thumper, and she just got, I looked at her and I'm like, first of all, who the fuck are you? Like, you know, this is my family. Like, shut up. Like, I gave her the look like, shut it down, sister, because I ain't going near you. And I go, there's no way that we cannot. That's just fear tactics. That's not true. But because it was her belief system, right? The priest, the family, I've told you about my family. I'm not making any blame. They're in their whole glory. So this priest is trying to say, man, well, my aunt Maria was very loud, and she's like very loud, like, oh, where's my son? And this priest is trying to do the thing that he looks over, he's like, where's my son? She goes, because I know he's not in heaven. Joey killed himself, but he was in a lot of pain. He did it for me. And she went into why, and she's sobbing, and she's very. And I will give the priest, and I never did, but I've done it through it. I'm not big on priests, but I will say, I was so impressed with him because even if he believed it, because it's his belief system, he sat and told her, and he's like, you know, was Joey a good person? Did Joey believe in Jesus? And she's like, yes. It seems like Joey, for what he did, he had to have a big heart. That he did this, you know, because he fought for you, and you know, so why wouldn't Jesus be there? And I was like, good for you. But I think even like any of us, we could get a healing at one moment. Our thoughts can still be so programmed that you bring things back. You know, you have a healing to bring back. You have a thought system that you think you got rid of, it just creeps back in because it's just so pounded in. That what happened that morning, I sat at my phone, I was supposed to bring this out, I was one, and Aunt Emma, and it became really clear that she took her life because she felt it was the only way that she could be with him in the afterlife. Like that ate her alive for 2 years. That if she didn't kill herself, she had no guarantee she'd meet Joey. And you gotta understand, Joey's dad killed himself when Joey was an infant. So in her mind, those Joeys were gonna be together. And now she might not even be with them. Either of them. His father was the love of her life. And he couldn't handle things when so he killed himself. So in her mind, the only way to be with all that was she had to go the same way, even though that I'm sure scared the living shit out of her. So it was about bringing honor and praise, but also like acknowledging the courage of her. That, you know, to forgive herself and to let go of any judgment she still held about herself, because she made the ultimate sacrifice of her life. She did something that was completely out of character. And I'm sure scary as shit, but she did it. And so I don't even know why Spirit had me share it. So I shared it. But it's about that thing of what do we need to brush away? Like think about how strong that hold was on her. That she felt the only way to be able to be reunited with her son was through that act. That there was no other way. So what belief systems do we hold that are so strong that we would do the unthinkable? That every day we do things that go against what's our highest good, what we came here to do, what our soul's calling is, and we all know that the soul's calling is just love. So what throws us out of that place of love, or that place of knowing that we were never kicked out of the garden, you know? And that's what the shamans talk about all the time. We were never cast out, but through religion, through the conquistadors, that connection to the mother was taken. That connection to the earth, that connection to knowing that we belong, the connection to knowing that we are worthy, that we don't have to show our worth, we're already worthy. Like we are already accepted and loved. in the eyes of whoever we see our creator as being, whoever that creator is. That's going to be so big in the evolution of our planet is to be able to reclaim our sovereignty, to be able to reclaim that there is no separation, that we are, and to take our ancestors out of the equation too. You know, it's and even before this workshop, I mean, although it took it deeper, I already had the awareness through all the healing that I've done is my family did the best they could with what they had. And bottom line is I chose them. I chose them for them to be my perfect teacher, but then I'm going to turn around and hate them for it. Like, you know, like, how can you do that? Like, you're being like, and it could be being the perfect asshole, but they're being the perfect asshole. For you to get whatever the lesson may be about, you came in this life to learn forgiveness. You know, so they're going against their human nature, which would be love, and being a complete ass. And in a perfect way, it can trigger you enough to be able to go into that place. So how do we look at our life right now, honestly, tonight, and be, what do we need to sweep away? What do we need to be the mindset, what is preventing us from stepping in more fully, preventing us from being in that place of forgiveness and gratitude with our ancestors, with our past lives, with what we've ever done. Especially because a lot of us, through our childhoods, are in a place more of surviving than thriving. So you do act like, you know, there's so many things that I had to forgive about myself. And it was like, I acted like that out of pure survival. Like, a healthy person isn't acting like that. A healthy person isn't acting out like that. But someone that is hell bent that I got to do what I have to do to survive, you do things that really aren't in other people's highest good because you have to act in a way because in your mind, even though it's not reality, although there were times in my childhood it wasn't reality, that you had to do certain things to literally survive. But I've created a life now that that's really not the case, but I still can go there. Does that make sense? So how do we also realize that we don't have to be in survival mode anymore? We're not children. We can make different choices. We can choose to be our own mother. We can choose to be our own father. We can choose to be the parents that we always wanted. We can choose to be we can choose to go out alone or and feel that connection and feel where your place is. Really important right now to find your place and to really own it. And not the place of something. Like, that's one road that we all should get ready to let go of because, you know, pain is inevitable. We're all going to experience it for 3 days. Suffering is optional. Suffering is what we do when we keep laboring over a decision forever and ever and ever, rather than just stepping through the fear and the pain of it, getting on the other side, and it's just done. Like, have you ever think about a situation in your life that you suffered through a decision forever, but then when you finally step through it, you go, like, oh, shit. Like, I just spent like 6 months, like sometimes years, you know, laboring over that when seriously it was so. And I have no idea where this is going. You all know that. And I know most of this from me. So sorry, you all know. If there's anything we guys are going through, teacher teaches what she needs to do. So, but how do we do that? I mean, how do we show up? Like, we had this beautiful new moon with this place of the equinox, and there's so much shit going out there right now to really take our prayers. And this won't be released at least until Wednesday night. So know that it will be sitting on the altar. So if tonight when you go home you have a dream and you go, oh, that, like, or tomorrow if someone comes in, like pay attention because the world is always animating us. It's are we paying attention? So if anything, take the gift tonight of paying attention and know that you have the next 48 hours, as long as it's not crazy, that this will be released, that it's on my altar with that Kintu on the outside. So it doesn't have to end tonight, but make tonight be where you open yourself even greater, greater to having those spaces open up for yourself. That you can really, really go on board and create the life that brings you joy, the life that brings you, but not only, and that's the whole point, is it's not only for you, when you are vibrating at that frequency, you are touching everyone's life you come on, right? You don't have to say a goddamn word. Like, think about people that come into your field and they ain't saying anything, and you can get angry. You feel happy. You can get a smile on your face and be like, why am I smiling? Like, we have our field. We have our field, our light body, whatever you want to call it, that reaches out and comes in contact with someone else's. There's a whole exchange happening. Like, that's why someone can enter a room and you immediately don't like them. Or you really like them. Like, it's really allowing inner being to, are you really cold? At ceremony too. So
yeah.
In a blanket.
I have one in the car.
There's a blanket in the front room. We'll get you that. Yes.
Yeah.
Spirit can make like yes. Yeah, I feel like
right.
I'm in a sleeping bag right now. Well,
yeah, it's very hot.
I have to be a little hot because I'm not.
Last 3 days have been hot, by the time I was freezing cold.
Great sign. I know, if I'm comfortable then.
No. Well, I'm hot. Yeah.
I'm just gonna mute you right now. Okay. And I'll meet you when we're gonna talk. Okay.
You said you've been tired a lot.
Oh my God. So literally.
Is that
I'm yawning all day long. I'm assuming it's all the work that I'm doing energetically, and it's the more my body's trying to tell me you're supposed to be slowing down more, but sometimes life happens and you can't.
Oh.
So, Cindy, I'm gonna pick a card for you. I'm gonna put it up here. If you just want to blow or put the intention in.
Thank you. You're welcome. Oh. Yeah, it happens to me. All of a sudden, get very cold. Start releasing. Okay. Is that what it's start releasing?
You have Ishtar. Send me a picture of it. Is your phone next to you?
She's on mute.
Yes, she said that. It says communion. These are new cards. I didn't bring mine. Mm-hmm. So it's coming over for you to see her and she's gorgeous.
She's the brother's of us.
Is she?
Smells like that.
Yeah, I'll pick one for Ashley too. She's going to watch me.
While we're getting ready to do this, like, when I flyers downstairs, we're doing the drum birthing workshop April 2nd, where you can create your own drum.
And Mia's awesome. She's the one who does it. She's amazing. We've got it too. Yeah.
That's how I went.
Yeah.
Did you send me the flyer?
I did.
Today? Okay.
Whenever I first sent it.
I know, but I was gonna send.
I did send it, I
Oh.
sent it to the, what, you told me to, but the difference is, if you don't, there's a link, you have to register through the website. It's
You said you have somebody who's
synthetic drums here, right? Right. I have to decide on what side, when I'm in, you're in. Or you.
It's
I was nice.
Mm.
Very nice to love. Doctor and I really nice and affordable for people. But she was the one who told me. Yeah. I know. That's another one. Oh, can you get on your email list?
Okay.
I have your email still sitting on the desk. No worries. It's my fault. I've been walking around.
Honey doesn't want me to be in the inner circle. She said.
It's just me right now.
Yeah. I know. We're all like that. There's just that one.
Right.
Because that's a humble smile.
It's very joyful.
Yeah. There you go. It took my heart.
Wow. Honey, what did you send it? Like which one of your?
I don't remember. Really, honey, send it again.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't do it.
I was looking at you and I'm saying, I have 2 cups of coffee because you I usually have.
Oh, wow.
I was like, I just didn't get my energy.
My traveling at night has kind of subsided. For a while there, I was with people all the night. I was with friends and
I don't know what was going on. I know. I don't remember.
Like you never slept.
like I never slept because I was on the phone.
Yes.
I was a constant for months. Settled down. And with people that I don't even know. I don't know who these people are. I mean, with groups of people, I have no clue who they are. It is exhausting.
These petals are bigger than leaves.
There's groups of people hanging out with you.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was going from group to group to group to group.
Dream
Dream. This went on for months and
if you dream a lot of dreams, I feel like sometimes that is tiring.
You can set up
Yeah.
you know, things in that world.
Boundaries?
I used to have to do that.
Really?
Yeah, when I first started,
have no clue. I mean, it's like.
I would have had people showing up that I never knew in my room in the middle of the night. They'd be like, dude.
So what have you with boundaries before you go to sleep?
Just very clear. The caveat is you gotta say, I'll pay attention to anything. Because what is happening is it's normally coming at you during the day, you're avoiding it.
Oh.
So you gotta say, okay, here's the deal, I promise to pay attention. But at night, nothing can cross my door, I'm not asleep, I'm asleep.
Okay.
But then, you know, you have to make the agreement to pay
Just to
attention.
pay attention. So when you do that, because there's something going on in this house. For a while there, it was like.
Yeah, I mean, there's spiritual laws. So if you set up, like, hey, it's like locking the door.
Yeah. Okay. Send me this.
But if things are, you're meant to be learning something or getting something, you have to make the agreement though that you're going to do that in your conscious hour. You're gonna make space, whether that's sit in front of and meditate and say or something else here.
Okay.
You gotta etch out that time.
Yeah.
And then set up clear boundaries. Nothing can come through. Or like I don't want to see anything at night. Right. Ash, you're gonna get this later, but this is for you. Perfect word for her right now. Healing. Whoever Gula. Gaia. Gula. Yep. Gu. Go like Gula. Oh yeah. Gula. She's like a photograph too.
Yeah, they're all look like gold. Yeah, photographs. Yeah. On art around.
Look at yours. Radical acceptance. Freya, she does not look happy. Sorry, Ash, this one's yours. Alrighty. So we'll just do a little work with them and then go right into the despacho. So
Right.
take 3 cleansing breaths in, releasing breaths out, just letting go of all the stories, words. And just take a moment before we close our eyes. Just really look at your card, look at the image. What stands out to you? What speaks to you? What resonates with your soul? What triggers you? Feel the strength, compassion, the gentleness, the ease, the grace, the warrior. All the complexities that make us up. You really have that picture in your head. And then close your eyes. As we begin to create this magical sacred circle. Calling in your goddess to come and join. And there's a sacred fire in front of us. And the sky is black from that place of the new moon. But there's the twinkle of the stars. It's almost as if they're winking at us, sharing our cosmic message. As the fire is purifying us and making us ready to take a glimpse at who we are becoming. A glimpse of the possibilities that are endless. In this beautiful sacred circle, let us all lie down on our backs with our goddess to the left of us. Any power animal, angel, guide, ancestor that you want to the right of you. Feel them holding you and being your sacred witness. Giving you the strength to be able to look up at that night sky. And now when you look up, the stars are gone. And it's just black. That place of the void. It's almost like being able to look up and ask for the reflection of the highest version of yourself. What are you doing? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? What do you look like? Can you sense that you're lighter, wiser, full of life and joy and ease? What are you doing? What brings you joy in this place? Feel this stillness. Feel how as you view this image, you will feel yourself realigning, reawakening. Becoming lighter and lighter. You're being raised up to a much higher frequency. The spiritual channel. What are the seeds that you're now that during this despacho, you will be giving ourselves and getting ourselves ready for the space of new beginning. But also we have the space to put in here and release things that are on the surface. So take a moment to thank God, to thank Mama Tia for being invisible to us to see the possibility. Thanking Pachamama that holds you and grounds you. Thanking your God and your guide, your ancient one, the angel, the power animal, whoever else is with you. And take a moment as you sit up to just look around the circle and see each of us and see how our eyes are a little different. See how the light has changed. Maybe you only see light and colors and frequencies or just the heart. But feel that connection. Knowing that you are supported not only in the spiritual world, but in the physical world. And we are all each other's sacred. And then make your way back to your body. Thanking the fire also for this purification. Make your way back. Make your way back. Feel yourself in your body, and then if you want to blow into your stone, your experience. Okay. So if everyone wants to come up and get their Kintu on the rope. So and I'm going to create your Kintu for you. for Ashley. Has she been with despacho?
That was okay.
Since I forgot to pull in directions, I'm pulling in directions right now. Here it just reminded me as I was doing my own kin too, to put in that prayer of ease, grace, and gentleness for yourself, if you haven't already. So to start it, I did it a little backwards, but I always go when I'm being guided. And I was being guided to put the rainbow candies in first. So that we have this red road, not the red road, the rainbow bridge, but that it's connected to each one of the directions also. Not only is that rainbow bridge to the other world, but that a bridge that connects us to all the resources that we have available in every direction, all the support, all of those things that come in. And then to create these red petals, and the red petals are all about the feminine. So it was about how do we bring our feminine into balance with our masculine, creating that sacred union, creating that sacred marriage. How do we access? So we're accessing here, it's like an access platform. The money went underneath to ensure the success of our despacho. So we gave the money for it. The shell is the womb. It's that place of Mother Earth. It's holding it. The Crisco, because we don't have long with that. That went in there is the energy and the fuel. And then we had the flutes for the, being able to, that enjoyment of life. The two seeds, the water seeds, to be that place of the masculine and feminine also. And the candle in there so that it can illuminate and light our life. So that we don't feel so lost. Like that we can bring light into our lives as we're entering more into the light. How do we waken up more of the light within ourselves? And then in there was about placing for all of us this place of honoring that place of right action, right heart, and right mind. How do we get that on board with this place of awakening more fully the divine feminine that lives in with us and the divine masculine? Because we need both. So with Spirit saying very clearly, yes, this is the age of Aquarian, this is the rising of the feminine, but it cannot, that's what happened to all the other paths. Like they're either completely feminine based or completely masculine dominated. You need to have both. You need to have both to create the whole picture. You can't just be in this place of dreaming. You have to be in the place of bringing it into the world. That's that sacred masculine. The sacred masculine creates safety and structure for the feminine to be able to do what she needs to do, to dream, to vision, to birth. But it has to be held and it has to be brought into form. No matter what sex partnership you're in, you still need male and female, an egg and a sperm to create life. But we all have the masculine and feminine within us. This isn't a sex thing, a gender thing. This is that balance is that when you can, in the Lakota tradition, is when you can create that sacred marriage, all things are possible. Every prayer you make, the answer is yes. Like in a strong way, in an emphatic way. when you fill that pipe, when you, when, a sun dancer, when they put their pipe together before the morning before they dance all night, the stem goes into the bowl, and that's the masculine and feminine coming together, and they have placed their prayers into the tobacco that sits on the altar the entire dance. So while everyone's dancing, and then when the dance is done, they come out and they have supporters that will smoke out their pipe with them to release their prayers for the day. And what they would always share is that if you could smoke that pipe out on one light, it was a strong prayer. It was a good prayer. That prayer was answered. Like, it didn't go out. Like, you just sat and you smoked it out with the group, and that created that union. So as I was studying this, it was all about how do we create that union within ourselves? How do we really get online with knowing that we're safe, we're supported, we're held, to be able to dream and envision and birth a new world? So that is the basis of what Spirit had me doing. And how do we connect the Rainbow Bridge? How do we have access that we know we have to have one foot in this realm, one foot in the next? Because we can all get into that place of wanting to just dream the world without concretely bringing it into the world. Like, you can say anything you want out there, and what we think we do create, but you still have to have an action behind it. There still has to be an active force that creates it. So, I believe most of it starts from that. Where did you see my water? So how does that feel with everyone? It was pretty, because normally you put Kintus down first and build on top of that. And I heard very clearly, the Kintus are going to go on that structure of the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the rainbow bridge. So our prayers can have that support, that anchor. And with that said, before I bring your guys' things out, so start to make your final prayers. So whenever you're ready, you can bring it up.
That's very normal.
Okay, Cindy, you ready? What? Passion. Ah, ah, ah. So the frogs symbolize that there are spiritual envoys that carry our messages to the great mystery. That, they're also connected to water. So with this being the full moon, we would normally do a water ceremony.
It's like the looking.
Smart.
Yeah,
Level of protection. And I'm hearing spirit say, don't think it's protection from the outside world, protection from ourselves. We are our own worst sorcerers. So how do we create protection from those places, thoughts, actions that keep us separated from ourselves, that keep us in a loop that is not healthy? So it helps us to be able, these are being placed in to help us protect ourselves from that which stands in the way of us being in right service, right heart, and right mind.
yeah.
The licorice. Um, what else? Place the feather in for flight so that we know that these prayers will be sent straight up to the great mystery. But also, what I'm hearing is that we have the support also of understanding we have the support of the angel. So just really take a moment, close your eyes, and just feel that connection to whatever angel you connect with, or maybe a new one will pop up right now. But really feel their wings around you. Feel that support. Feel that knowing that if you fall down, they can carry you. They can lift you up. And they can hold you for as long as you need until you can stand on your own feet again. You are never alone. That's what creates those thoughts, is when we think that A, we're doing this, or B, that we're doing it alone. So really feel that connection and that strength and that support We're gonna feed Pachamama first. But also, so the chocolates are for Pachamama, but they're in the shape of an egg. So as I place these in, think about all your new beginnings. And you're starting in this place of an egg form. Egg or seed. But since it's Easter, we'll go with the egg. So I'm going to look at each of you. And as I place them in, not only are we nurturing and feeding Pachamama, we are placing in those eggs of our creation. So who has the quinoa or the chia seeds? Okay. So you're gonna bring them up. So the intention behind these are this is sustenance. This is bringing food to all these prayers, to all the spirits that are going to help us, to Mother Earth. Prayers of gratitude for all that she does that sustains us. First off, and then for putting in sustenance for our prayers, for our dreams. And if you want to, it depends, whatever you feel, if you want to do it in one quadrant, if you want to do it in each of them. You can
More, the whole thing?
You do whatever. I would just do a little more. You could do all of it. You could do. You got to heat it.
Huh?
I think you got to heat it.
Yeah.
Okay. Who has theirs? So now we've planted this foundation. Let's put some fertility on it. Place of fertility in this place of thanking Pachamama also for her fertility. Being such an amazing source for us. So right now. The alphabet. So while we're at this place, maybe learn the words. May we learn different language to speak to ourselves, to others, from this new place, from this place of creating this beautiful foundation of these eggs, of the sustenance of the fertility. Now may we learn the language to make that grow. Maybe repeat that language and just feel that in your heart. Make a commitment to yourself that you'll be mindful of your language. Is it supporting? Or as Jorge would say, are they warm words or cold words? Do they bring warmth to your life or do they chill you to your bone? May we all find warm words for ourselves and for others, but especially to ourselves, because if we are being that way to ourselves, we will be that way outwardly. I'm gonna put this in because I have this just to layer on top of that. It's the raisins and it's the spirits of our ancestors so that they may partake in this. No matter what they have gone through, that they right now, because we are in sacred time, right? We're in circle time. They in this moment can be able to acknowledge the eggs that lived in them, the dreams that lived in them, the hopes that lived in them. And now they have this sustenance, they have this fertility, they can create a new language. And we offer them this gift. Before we do that. So let's put on this place of the power places. This place of another layer of sacred protection, but it's also about the power place. So close your eyes and connect with the power place that speaks to you. You may have been there or you may have never been there. But seeing your mind's eye that you're there and you're sourcing from this power place. Knowing that you can source from this place anytime you want. You can go here over and over again. It feeds your soul. Sacred mountain, sacred river. Ocean. Lima beans. Use the nuts. Sometimes you feel like a nut. You sometimes you don't. I enjoy that. Not young people, I'm sure.
No.
Yeah, I mean young. So, do you know what your intention is?
What's my intention? Other than not to get money.
Well, we will hold that intention with you. The nuts is our plant. So it's that medicine that it's that medicine that sustains us, the medicine that we eat in our homes. But it's more importantly the sacred medicine, and whether that's Western or Eastern. But that, how do we create good medicine for ourselves? How do we find a way to nurture and heal ourselves? Where do we gain this great medicine? Place that. Through our foods, through our supplements. But then that feels different than the first batch you put in. Yes. Okay. Who has the animals? So now we're going to bring in those animals, those spirit animals, the animals that, for us that eat animals, that nurture us and fulfill us. But as I always go back to, I honor all those spirit animals, but for those of us that do have, or at any point of our lives, had four-legged, to me, they are the biggest features in that place of unconditional love. So for me, when I do a despacho, I emphasize on that place of thanking our four-legged thanking our parents, but thanking our four-leggeds for teaching us, for really mirroring back to us that place of unconditional love, of being able to have them be our teachers and to teach us that even in their crazy insanity, Winston, by the way, Winston's like that.
Oh,
He is not.
that's the best.
But he's a great, great teacher. And so was his brother. He was amazing for me in awakening to a greater level. So let us all, as Holly places these in, with really connected gratitude to all those four-legged that have blessed our lives, that have brought us joy, that have unconditionally loved us. They teach us that we don't need to judge ourselves. See yourself through the eyes of your idols. I mean, I think mine just think I'm really a food source, but it's how you to feed them if they just whine. It's like, they just ate, they're crying, I can still be hungry. And literally eat all fucking day long if I kept going through that. So she would just be bulimic. She would just pick it up and then eat again. I've watched her do it. She's the girl just wants to eat. So we are down to, which are we down to? Okay, so we got you, one of the last. You, and before you come up, so we open up this fig, and this fig represents all those seeds. You see all those seeds. All the ancestors, but the ancestors of the lineage. The ancestors of this lineage that we're connected to, the lineage that gave me, to be able to bring to you. That Peruvian lineage that came down from San Francisco and San Mariano, that are able to bring this gift, this prayer bundle. So just connect in any, whatever ancestor lineage that you walk with, Buddhist, whatever. Just really thank those ancestors. And from that place, Wade can come up with the pumpkin seeds. And this is just another layer of seeds. Of these new seeds that we're planting. I didn't even think about that with you at your garden. So just close your eyes and see all those seeds being planted into this rich, fertile soil that is you. And then when we bring up the corn is not only giving gratitude for all that sustains us, but it's also about we want to take these seeds and grow them into these bountiful, like rows of corn. Like we want to see this amazing harvest. We want to see our dreams unfold like the great corn. And if you see how big these corns are, this is Indian corn. Yes, and there's ones that are like this big, like one
Really?
kernel. Yeah.
Wow. Because I did a double take when I saw them.
I've never seen the cub, but that was you know what? When I'm there next time, he was like a short little dumpy one, like an acorn. Is that not an acorn?
I got it.
Thank you, like a little, and it's like, you like, pick 'em right off.
You said acorn now. I pictured it. So-
Thank you.
I saw it.
You were there with me. Anyway. We're gonna put the blocks in. Because to me, let us learn how to take all this new, but still, and create a strong foundation with it. So that it's not built on. No, they're candy. Very sad. That's not very nice to our You taste great. You taste like green.
Tastes like green.
You taste like yellow. Okay, so let's close our eyes and see. As this broom goes in, to see our inner beings, especially our minds. Just feel this sweeping motion. Clearing your vision, clearing your scope, clearing your lens, brushing away that which stands in the way of you fully stepping in. And we put the sage and the cedar in to ground in these prayers, to really ground it in. We can put these spring confettis in for celebration of life. We have flowers and butterflies, this place of transformation. Put some jelly beans in. There's really there's candies in. Bring that sweetness of life in. We all know what the bitter tastes like. It's what most of us focus on. It's what the world focuses on. How do we learn how to focus on the sweetness of life? And remember that that's just as vital and just as there as the negative. And we have the clouds that remind us of aware time and dream time. And the reminder that our dream time is actually more awake than our waking time. Because generally in our waking time, we're so caught up in our unconscious beliefs, we're really sleepwalking. So how do we bring that awareness that is in our dream time into our daytime so that we're not sleepwalking anymore? This red symbolizes that red road, that connection to the Pachamama. And the white is our connection to the cosmos, our connection to the stars, so that we have this road that connects us to the Pachamama. Asking for some more sugar, some more sweetness. Again, my connection to the stars.
Harmony's everything.
You gotta love on the road.
That's fine. Yes.
Putting these flowers in for healing. The healing of anything that we need to heal to come more into balance. Yeah. Ground it in. Oh, it's not very nice when it's.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah. For that purification, for the healing. And now,
Your favorite part.
the favorite part. Let us really be able to feel this place with magic. Place of knowing that we can sparkle in this world. We don't have to shine our light, hide our light. We can shine it. The sparkles show us that there's so many facets. How do you connect with all those facets that are you? All the beauty that is you. Don't deny it any longer. Own it. There's all over that guy. So, with that, we are done. All clear at the top. And we will come up.
You want me to read the last sentence?
If you want.
I'll do
Okay. Alrighty. So we'll try.
See if I can get up.
All right.
All right, your turn. Ooh, yeah. You just have it.
So everyone can come up and put our hands on it. We're gonna make our prayers. And really feel her ripeness.
I can feel it from there.
Feel how pregnant it is, how full it is, how ripe it is, how nurturing. Give your final I love yous and thank you, thank you, thank you to the Pachamama. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Coming into right relation with her, right relation with all that we've placed in here, creating this beautiful space of reciprocity. But anchoring in knowing that you are deserving, you are worthy, and you are loved. Anything else is illusion.
Thank you.
Welcome. Want to see it?
It's beautiful. Yeah, I miss being there too.
Nodding it somehow. Putting it in there. Here's the kinship that will be on the outside. For any prayers that we had. Trying to think when to do Cindy. If I do you first, because then you do Cindy and then do Sean. Okay, so Cindy, we're gonna go in this sequence is I'm gonna do Lynn, then Lynn's gonna turn around and clear you. So you'll be right after Lynn. We'll do Ashley. We can do whoever does me at the end, then I'll do Ashley. I mean, or we'll do this. When Cindy's getting done, it'll be for Ashley and Cindy. Whoa! You can't. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Cindy, you ready? And Ashley? What? I sent Cindy the wrong one.
Sid, I guess you needed the healing one too, so.
Okay, thanks.
Feels it nutty being released.
While that's going around, we can have some of these. And this was the chocolate I got for us. The chocolate caramels. Want jelly beans?
Depends on the day.
Yeah.
You what? Only the best. There are many.
Oh, yeah.
Everything tastes better at the ceremony. That's why you all think that spinach dip is so good. I did have it at the. Anyone want to try one of these? It's sour. Give it to him. It was messing. Like the blocks.
Was that?
This
Sour
is sour.
rainbows. There's some sour rainbows. Am I doing you?
Oh, yes. I feel like pressure.
No pressure.
Nope. Yeah, that's fine.
It's fun.
And just to like, before we close, just to pick a light card. Just to see what we did as a group. This one's funny. I like to think of this as the freshest card that she made. It says, just say yes. And that's the entire thing. Yes, 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 yes. And just says, don't overthink it. Just say yes.
Pretty cool.
So answer yes to life. So many reasons to say no. Wait, could you do me a favor? Could you place these on there? And offer the carnation to mother. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yes.
That was cool.
As soon as we comes up, we'll close direction. We're done. And just say yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, we can do whatever noise whatever we
Yeah.
can do, right?
Anything that
Sure.
comes through.
Yeah. That's what I was messing with her.
Did you guys get any? Oh yeah. If you want a piece of candy or any
Probably your mind.
and
No, I just kind of went. I was so exhausted. I was trying to stay awake. And then when you got, you just go back. Oh, yeah.
this is a milk chocolate, guys. Milk chocolate with like crunchy things in there. Yes. All right.
Oh, really?
You're welcome. Something like, it was like a crispy thing or something. All right, let's take this way. We're going to do this out to such a moment, great servant. Thank you for wrapping your cool blade around us. Thank you for helping us shed our past the way you shed your skin in one clean swoop. Oh, help us to stay out of that place of suffering and step into that place of impeccability. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for any healing that has occurred on the physical level. Oh. Going to the west, Dr. Ango, Mother Jaguar. Thank you for coming and protecting our medicines. Thank you for teaching us how to have one foot in this world and one foot in the next, how to go over that rainbow bridge. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you for this place of teaching us how to be a peaceful, luminous warrior. Help us learn how to walk on this planet and not leave a footprint. And thank you for any and all healing that has occurred on the emotional level. Oh. To the winds of the north, to civic integrate, hummingbird, grandmothers and grandfathers and ancient ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for this place of mythic and of magic and of imagery. Thank you for this place of stillness and play. Thank you for teaching us how to be the eye in the center of the storm, but most importantly, continue to teach us where to drink directly from this sweet nectar of life, so that we no longer source from places that no longer feed us. Oh. The winds of the east, for an eagle conjure up between you, fly wings away with a great mystery. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for taking us in the mountains that we only dare to dream of. Thank you for teaching us how to fly wingtip to wingtip with a great mystery. But more importantly, continue to teach us how to see the limitless possibilities available at all times, so that we once and for all step out of that place being faded, step into that place of our destiny. Pachamama, great mother, thank you for coming here for the healing of warrior children, the two-legged, the four-legged, the creepy, the crawler, the fin, the firm, the legged. Thank you for being a true alchemist, taking that with some restores right back to us. Thank you for this place of foundation and of strength. Thank you for helping us to awaken that place of divine feminine, even to a greater. And thank you so much for grounding that in and for being there. And thank you for being our eternal. In my time, I'm the key of Star Nation's Great Spirit. You are known by 1,000 names and you are nameable. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the hearts and minds and souls of everyone in this circle. Please speak to you to whisper in your ear, touch your heart. Please know that this despacho will be available for at least another 48 hours to make prayers with. As things come up, things that we want to bring in, things that we want to let go, places of gratitude that we may find along the way to the Pachamama, to anyone, place it in there, place your heart. Help us to continue to awaken, help us to learn how to say yes to life. And I thank you once again for allowing me to be an instrument for prayer and for working through me. And thank you to all the ancestors that went before and sacrificed their lives so that we may make this true. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah.